Hi everyone, today we have a new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from Lifelike Decals. So recently we've seen the new release of the Zero in 1/48 scale from Edward, and it was just a matter of time when we will see some aftermarket decals for this famous aircraft. And well, here we have the decals from Japanese manufacturer, so I think that's how it should be, and that's why I decided to take a closer look, especially considering that this is the limited edition set in 1/48 scale. Note that we are dealing here with the part 1. There will be this separate video which is dedicated to part 2, but today we are talking about this set of 5 marking options which you can see now, and this is what you can see now is actually the commercial sample, so you'll get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in the video review. And why I'm a bit slow, because here it's written a total of 14 markings are inside, so that's even more impressive then. And also below we can see the kits which are recommended for this kit. So we have Edward, Hasegawa, Tamiya, or again the same set for the different versions, because this set of decals covers the Type 21, Type 22 and Type 52 as far as you can see. So let's open it. It's a Ziploc bag as usual, so it's quite easy to open. And first I would like to check the decals, and then we will continue with the marking guide or application manual, whatever you prefer to call it. So first of all, I have to note that the decals are printed in Microscale Industries USA. So here we have, for example, the Hinamaru, and as you can see, we have here all, let's say, necessary signs for the aircraft. And what Lifelike Decals actually mentioned, that some of the decals in some of the kits were actually in the wrong size, let's say, of the wrong dimensions. So the circle itself should be a bit different, so that's why they provide the new size, which is actually the right size, and this way you will be a bit more precise in the historical dimensions. So this is really cool, and as you can see, the printing quality is good. Of course, we do not have any segmentation here, but I think it will be easy to guess which one you need for your aircraft. Okay, so that's first thing. Next, we continue with 2 decal sheets, and I will show them simultaneously because they are attached with a tape. So this one is attached to this one, and again you can see here that we don't have any segmentation on those decal sheets. And just to show you the lower part, so I will just flip it here, and maybe we can close the lenses so that you won't be blinded by the light. And here you can see all of those decals. So again, really impressive printing quality, because some of the symbols are quite tiny, and it was important to achieve some precision. So for example, if I show you the typical information about the aircraft here, so you can see it's readable, it actually makes sense. These are not just some scribbles in order to look like a real thing. We have them here included as a proper thing. And of course, some modelers would prefer to replicate those stripes and some other elements with the masks. That's already your choice, because you will have to cut it by your own. And there are no masks included in this kit as far as you can see, but I can see we have some templates, so that's something also worth discussing, and we can move on to this topic actually. So first of all, we have the template for different marking options. As you can see, it is printed on the simple paper, but you can cut out these rectangles and use them as a masking templates for your aircraft. This is a really cool feature. I always like when the decals manufacturers are actually not ignoring the masking, let's say, tools, because these masks are also quite handy in achieving a nice marking option on your aircraft. In 1/48 scale, it matters even more. So that's why I appreciate when manufacturers, let's say, are brave enough to include it. But there is one more interesting thing. So we have the fading guide, let's say. So here you can see how the paint fades over the years, and we have it in a form of the sequential guide, let's say. So as you can see here, we have soon after rollout. Here we have the green tint. Here we have also the chalking, and then we have the appearance of few years later. So this is a really useful thing as well. You can mix your own paint in order to match this color, and I think in Japanese aircraft it's quite important because a lot of manufacturers giving the wrong paint colors which are not like the real thing. But again, I'm not, let's say, 100% specialist in this, and I would be happy to hear your opinion about such thing. What are you doing in order to achieve the precise, let's say, paint color or paint shade on your model? So here what I placed is the application or marking guide or application manual. So it was also serving as a marking or as a cover, let's say, for this release, so, or box art if you prefer. It's quite thick brochure, but it's done intentionally because it also provides some rigidity to the packaging, and this way the decals will not be bent. But also it's worth mentioning that Lifelike Decals, they include the good packaging per se, so it's you getting the proper, let's say, wrapping out from the factory. Okay, so first of all, I think I will have to do this because here we have all of the marking options, and as you can see we have actually 13 and actually 14, even roofie is included here, and that's something I was not expecting in this release. But as you can see, different types are covered, as I said before, so this will definitely come handy. And yes, type 32, not type no, actually type 52 as well, as far as you can see, so this is quite interesting thing. Next, we continue with the history notes, and that's very, I would say, impressive history notes. Not that many brands are providing such thing with their decals, and this is actually a useful thing because it will give you some background on the marking option you choose, and it will also give you some tips on how to replicate the marking. Note that they are also providing the references, so they are brave enough to give you a bit more material to read on, and also to decide what you would like to, let's say, replicate on your aircraft. As you can see, it's provided for almost all marking options, so this is really cool. The only thing I wonder is the vertical placement of decals, and of course it is printed on the last page because it's kind of universal, so feel free to follow this position of the Hinamaru and you will be good. And also we have the stenciling guide for aircraft, and I guess we do have some designations for different types of the aircraft, so just follow them and you'll be good to go. Note that we also have the acknowledgements, so those are people who were involved in helping to develop this release. And overall, I think it's a really great upgrade or add-on for your Zero, especially for those modelers who hate the out-of-the-box marking options, or they would like a bit more precision on their model, or historical precision, let's say. So definitely check out this release, especially considering that this is a limited edition, so you have to hurry if you want to get one. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion. Do not forget to write it here in the comment section below, and if you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye.